This to me looks more like traditional qualifying that we used to have years ago, and all that rubber's on the racetrack. That's not good to be able to go out there on a sticker tire and run a really fast lap. You want to go out on a green track, a clean racetrack. So the more cars that can go in front of you, the better. This is probably the worst draw of the whole field right here with BJ McLeod, as he's the one out there on that rubber, picking it all up. Look at his car sliding around, uncomfortable, not turning, not braking well, sliding tires. He's doing everything badly. Every car is going to pick up a little bit more of that rubber, right? And make this track greener and greener, cleaner and cleaner. Way tight. So, yeah, the more cars that go, the better. I think we're gonna put a good racetrack about halfway through. I mean, we used to, I don't know, when me and you were racing and we didn't want to go early, it was about maybe 15 cars, wouldn't you say, before the track was kind of getting to where you felt like you weren't at such a disadvantage.
The other thing that happens is that in qualifying, because of some changes the teams are able to make,
first and even 20th, so you make a small mistake, you take a car that's possibly a top 5 car and can be 25th. It can be so frustrating, heartbreaking even.
And Denny talked about finding hundredths of a second. We're not talking tenths of a second. He said we need to find hundredths of a second. As Keselowski looking pretty good here on this lap. His first one was 6th fastest.
That's a good looking corner right there.
And to the top of the chart, 2021 for Brad Keselowski. We'll see how Kyle Busch does here.
We've had 10 cars go, so that track's starting to sort of balance out. Picked up a lot of rubber that was laid down during practice.
I was not happy with this car at the moment.
I thought he had some decent laps in practice, so I was curious to see what he might do in qualifying. But
2047, lap 1.
3 and 4 was okay, but just sliding around 1 and 2. 8th fastest, that'll be deep in the field.
2044 for Kyle Busch. First lap of 2036.
I thought his teammate Eric Almirola may have had one of the very best cars in Group B. That's a good lap.
Harvick's second quickest at a 2024 for his second lap. Comes Tyler Reddick.
Ty Gibbs.
Excuse me, Ty
Actually,
Gibbs.
Ty was pretty good in practice. Had some really good pace. Obviously, the further we go into practice, the better the competition gets.
The more secure the cars look too. You know, early we saw a lot of cars moving around the back of the cars. Lately, it's been much calmer. You're hearing downshift.
When you say calmer, is that because the rubber is more consistent?
P1 right there.
Good lap,
Big
2002.
lap.
By almost 2/10.
Yeah, when that sticker tire hits that rubbered up racetrack, it just wants to slip and slide across, either pushing the front or sliding the rears and throttle. We're at the point now, and this racetrack's starting to really clean up a little bit. Now you have to still be particular and careful where you run. You overdrive the car and get up the racetrack, you see some rubber still on that sort of outside edge of the groove. That'll be, difficult to get through, navigate through, but if you can stay tidy right here around this bottom, should have a pretty good opportunity to put down a good lap.
Bubba Wallace, 3rd fastest. Now it'll be playoff drivers. Hamlin, Buescher, Reddick, and Byron will all take to the track. So important, their starting positions, those that are fighting to get into the championship for, needing every point.
Push him further and further down the starting order.
Virginia native on his first lap was 3rd quickest. His second lap he goes to 2nd quick at a 20:05. And Hamlin is locked into the top 5 with that lap.
Yeah,
left front tire locked in too.
Yep. But able to recover, right? I mean, that's You're right on that edge, and we see it in qualifying.
2021 now is the number you've got to outrun to get into the top 5.
The 22 car probably a little disappointed with that. They were super fast in practice.
Trix with a decent lap here. He was quick in practice as well, but it's important for him to go out here and qualify himself into this top 10, if not in the top 5.
The second lap might put him P1. See what he does all 4.
Big lap here. And he is at the top of the chart.
Good job. P1 there.
That's the best lap of the day at a flat.
Better on this lap.
Yeah, much sooner to the throttle, better front turn and into the gas quicker in 1 and 2.
Lost a lot in 3 and 4. He gains it back. And Bell is going to knock Blaney out of the top 5.
P5, cool it down.
Now Denny Hamlin. Denny with so much success here in his home state and on this racetrack. A 5-time winner here at Martinsville. Denny finding himself 17 points behind Ryan Blaney for one of those championship 4 spots. His first lap impressive at a 2017.
And he's so smooth here. That's a great job right there. I think he'll be pretty happy with that.
2013 for Denny Hamlin.
Good work.
So with Blaney missing the final round and starting P11 tomorrow, Hamlin trying to separate himself as much as he can. That's a great exit. Got down into turn 1, turned the car and throttled up. Really close to clipping the curb on corner exit, but done a really good job down there.
Maybe better on the second lap, and he does better, Hamlin. 2012 for young Ty Gibbs.
I'd say it's a pretty good job. It's hard to hustle a race car around here. It does have a lot of lateral rear grip. It's such a sharp turn. You steer into the corner, and right here in the middle of the corner, you go back to the gas, and the rear doesn't have the grip to do it. It's hard to make a good lap time. Good job by Priest.
Now Briscoe is on the clock for his first lap.
He too putting the tire marks down on throttle there, spinning the rear tires, sliding the back on exit.
4th fastest for Briscoe on lap 1. Pretty close to the curb on exit of 3 and 4. And it's going to be close. 2nd fastest for Briscoe at a 2012. One more car. Martin Truex Jr., the only one that can knock Ty Gibbs off the pole. After a dismal start to the playoffs, Martin Truex Jr. and this 19 team trying to turn it around. And quickly on his first lap, a 2011.
P1, shut it down.
And Martin Truex Jr. wins the pole here at Martinsville. So coming in 17 points behind Ryan Blaney, he now has the #1 spot as far as starting position. Dave.
Martin Truex Jr. has the helmet off now. He is on pole for tomorrow's race. How big is that for you and this team?
I mean, it's definitely a big deal, obviously. You know, first pit stall here is huge. So a couple new guys on our pit crew for tomorrow. We're looking forward to seeing what they can do. And, you know, I'm sure they're excited to have that #1 stall. So all in all, a good day. Auto Owners Camry is feeling pretty good. It's fast. We just got to get it better for the long run for tomorrow.
Best spot in the world to start the race for Martin Truex Jr. Let's see what he can do tomorrow right here.
Hi, I'm Parker Kligerman. For more access like this from Pit Road, be sure to click and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube channel.